The story of the cyclist. I can still remember when the surgeon told me I would be treating a professional cyclist. Cycling is also a passion of mine, so I was looking forward to it and felt sure we'd get along. The surgeon added a disclaimer saying that he was quite an eccentric patient. He was in Rome. Huib was distinctly unimpressed with doctors in general. He was straightforward to the point of bluntness, but with a sense of humor and irony that appealed to me. In our appointments, we always ended up discussing cancer for 1 minute and cycling for 20. 10 months earlier, he had had surgery for colon cancer, and now it had metastasized. Chemotherapy was all we could offer him, a treatment that would extend his prognosis. On average, patients in Hube's condition had about a year left. But Hube scoffed at the statistics and continued to cycle massive distances week after week, scaling even the toughest mountains in Spain. He pedaled his way through chemo, saying that if it was going to hurt, it might as well hurt good and proper. We gave him a year, but he lasted for over 2. I can't prove that the cycling is what did it, but that's my hunch. It made him feel better overall and alleviated the side effects somewhat. His bike also brought distraction, allowing him to set the cancer aside for a little while. There is no scientific proof that exercise helps cancer patients live longer. It may have more to do with general well-being, both mental and physical. Exercise strengthens the immune system, which in turn helps patients endure the suffering that comes with cancer treatment. I explain this to my patients on a daily basis and always cite Hube's case as an example. Thanks to him, we are now considering a formalized exercise program at the hospital. Why should we discourage patients from cycling to an appointment or treatment session? Our plan is to implement a buddy system with volunteers who cycle along with patients, picking them up and dropping them off, both to and from the hospital. I think it should even be possible for patients to cycle home after a chemo session. Why not? Let's not underestimate their strength. Over the course of 2 years, Hube and I became fast friends. I often wondered whether it was advisable or even permissible. Might there be a conflict of interest? But Hube always retained his autonomy. Our friendship deepened when I told him of my plans to open a chemo garden in the hospital, a pavilion where patients could relax and take their treatment in a natural outdoor setting. Funding was still a major issue, so Hube suggested organizing a sponsored cycling event. It was a huge success, and together we raised 50,000 euros. The path leading from the hospital to the garden is named after him. I'm always very careful not to take my work home with me. Of course, I feel for my patients, but when I shut the door behind me, those concerns need to stay on the other side. With Hube, that never worked. Never before had I grown so close to a patient. When things started going downhill, he asked me to be the one to perform the euthanasia. I visited him at the hospital home to talk it over, and he could see I was having a hard time with it. "Not chickening out, are you?" he asked with a worried look. Then he hit back straight away with that biting humor of his. "You know who's having a hard time here. Me, that's who." I knew I couldn't leave him in the lurch. But the afternoon when I entered his life was one of the saddest and most painful that I have ever known. He once offered to give me a cycling jersey as a gift. I refused, thinking it wasn't proper for me to accept gifts from patients. After he died, his wife brought me a package. Inside, there was a cycling outfit with a note from Hugh. See, I get the last word after all.